Assalamu alaikum, family. Good morning to everyone watching Facebook world, YouTube world. It's your brother Supreme X, and we have a topic article that we want to read to our people this morning. That we want to break down and we want to get into it because in Forward Money, we pride ourselves in striving to teach the science of business, the science of warfare, and the science of money, right? So we strive to make that happen, to teach that, right? And so we want to just get some stuff in because we say a lot of stuff, and a lot of people be like, "Oh, why are they saying that? Why is he saying that?" And so we have to, when the proof comes out, what I'm saying, that bears witness to what we have been saying over the months, over the years, now that we have to go ahead and show it in black and white. You know what I'm saying? Documented facts, not coming from us, because you might hear me say real estate ain't a real asset. You owning a mortgage is not you owning a home. Even when you get the deed, you still don't own it. You might hear me say those things, but I don't provide at the time documented facts about it. But now we have some documented facts about it, right? That comes out of the Final Call newspaper, right? So I felt the need to do this stream, and I felt there was a must to do this stream because this is very relevant to the time we're in and to the enemy that we're fighting. So it's not that when we say certain things on here, if it conflicts with what you are doing, it's not that we are targeting you per se. We are targeting the beast. See, we have been taught the science, and we have been taught the full revelation of the beast, the enemy, at his root, right? And at the root of the beast is the Federal Reserve and the international bankers. That's why the God that we claim, that we believe in, that we know came to North America to free us, when he was 6 years old, he saw himself pushing the international bankers, the Rothschild, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, the Warburgs, the Lehman Brothers. He saw himself, the bankers, pushing them into a lake of fire. Not the politicians, not the preachers, not the other religious groups or other black organizations. No, he saw himself pushing the international bankers into a lake of fire. So since we have been taught this and taken up on this study from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, that he got from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad got from Allah in person, Master Fard Muhammad, we have taken it upon ourselves to go directly into this economic flight, economic blight, economic inequality inside of America to try to help our people get free. Why? Because now we feel like the system that could close this wealth gap. I mean, not that is closing the wealth gap. Let me rephrase that. The system that is closing this wealth gap, we feel like it is here, regardless if you see it or not. So what we are showing you and what we are bringing to our people, our community in the world, is a system that is absolutely closing the wealth gap, and it is freeing us up and getting us out of this satanic trick bag called the Federal Reserve that produces the currency that we use, right? So this is what we are doing, and this is why we go after this thing like how we do, right? So please share this out, get this out. Make sure y'all make this pleasable for everybody can see it. And I mean, make it visible for everybody can see it. Throw watch parties, do whatever you got to do, because you want to help us get this information out. You want to help us get this information out because this is a serious topic. Our people need to know these things, right? And we are burning the torchlight, and we're screaming the truth from the mountaintop, just like the Christ, the minister, told us to do, right? So that's what we are doing. So like I said at the beginning, if we're saying something that conflicts with what you're doing, this is not a shot at you. Don't take it like that. Just listen at the message. and don't worry about and think about that we're talking about you. So let's get into it. All right. And like I said, this article comes out of the latest edition of the Final Call newspaper. And it's specifically titled Property Tax Burden Disproportionately Impacts Blacks, Latinos. Nisa Islam Muhammad, staff writer. Is where it comes from. Let's get into it. New research shows America's property tax burden falls disproportionately on Black and Latino homeowners all across the country, with them paying 13% more each year than a white family would in the same situation. 13 more percent that Black and Latino homeowners are paying this. And when you're a homeowner, that means you got the deed, right? You paying the property tax. That means you got the deed. You went through the mortgage or whatever. Now you got the deed, right? Economics Troup Howard of the University of Utah and Carlos Avenancio-León of Indiana University's new report, the assessment gap, the racial inequality in property taxation, released in June, found that Blacks and Latino Latino-owned homes are consistently assessed at higher values relative to their actual sale price than white homes. Now, this is a wealth gap that a lot of us don't understand, because the only thing we see is real estate being owning a home is being real wealth, right? But remember, when we understand what an asset is, asset and liability, the difference, an asset brings you money. An asset brings you more wealth, more money, right? A liability takes it away from you. So as of right here, these are homeowners that more money or more income or more funds or whatever we want to call it is going away from them. So owning a home with a deed is what? A liability in this case. This is evidence that that is a true statement, right? Whether if you want to believe it or not. Their research found that for a white resident, the average neighborhood amenities tend to push home prices up. When assessments fail to consider the value the neighborhood has to offer, these homes end up undertaxed. In parallel, when Black and Latino residents live in areas where the neighborhood has little value, this is also not reflected in the property assessments, leading to overtaxation. Our results suggest that when market prices and assessed values disagree, that divergence isn't driven by attributes of the home itself, such as the number of bedrooms or size of the home. Rather, the difference arises from hyper-local neighborhood level characteristics, which do affect market prices, but are inadequately reflected in assessments, explain the researchers. Why does this spatial mismatch between market values and assessment generate racial and ethnic inequality? It is well known that residential racial sorting in the United States is relatively high. One direct result of this racial segregation is that Black and Hispanic residents live on average in different neighborhoods than white residents, even within a single taxing jurisdiction. Temple Hills, Maryland, is a DC suburb. That's where Sheila Bolin is a homeowner. When she read about the article, the report, it made her feel cheated and robbed, because she has been cheated and robbed. She told the Final Call, I have been a homeowner for nearly 30 years. What could be done about the money they stole from me? Nothing. That's a lot of money. I want something done. Thanks to George Floyd, this is opening a lot of cans of worms, she said. This is a robbery without violence. I want some of that money back. I think about how these people have robbed us, Nearly 30 years I have been in this house. That's so much money I could have had in my pocket, not given away to taxes. That does nothing for the citizens of America. Only goes to the Israelis and the military. It's just so much. The problem of discrimination against Black and Latino homeowners doesn't stop with being overtaxed. Even when a homeowner receives an inflated tax assessment bill and they contest it by filing an appeal, they still face challenges. The research used data on 3.5 million appeals from Cook County, Illinois. That's where Chicago at. It found that Black and Latino residents are less likely to appeal their assessment, less likely to succeed once they have filed an appeal, and even after succeeding, receive a smaller reduction. The researchers suggest calculating property tax assessment by looking at small geographic home price indexes. In the paper, we show that simply using public available zip code indexes can reduce total inequality in property tax assessments by up to 70%. Disparities between Black and white homeowners' property taxes is nothing new. Raising Black homeowners' property taxes was used historically as a means of intimidation. Man, y'all gotta understand, we at war, man. This thing is deep, right? We at war. Now, what we just want to provide you a way out of this scam, right? But real estate ain't it. I'm sorry. In 1966, the Black residents of Edwards, Mississippi, were faced with a lack of sewer lines, paved sidewalks, street lights in their neighborhoods, and the town officials' indifference to a chemical plant that emitted toxic fumes on the Black side of town. Many of the Black residents decided to organize a boycott of their own businesses. It lasted several months and damaged the town's economy. The next year, most of the town's Black property owners were shocked with a sharp increase in their property taxes, all except the few Blacks that didn't participate in the boycott. The Toms, the one that didn't participate, the one that wasn't with the movement, the ones that wasn't with the fight, right? They didn't get that. All except the few Blacks that didn't participate in the boycott. That y'all following this, right? So they got all type of tricks that we don't even see. They boycotted. They might have got what they needed, and they say, "Oh, we won." Then next thing you know, they got their property bill and their property tax bill in the mail, and they like, "Oh, it's higher than what it's supposed to be." But the Blacks who didn't protest, didn't boycott, didn't get hit with that. So y'all see this trick, man. See, the enemy know how to keep us divided, keep us disagreeing, right? And they still winning at the end of the day. The Black homeowners, it gets even deeper. The Black homeowners filed suit against the town in federal court. The lawyer showed pictures in court of how the tax aggressors gave their dilapidated homes the same bill as the new white ranch homes across town. The Black homeowners lost their case. University of Virginia history professor Andrew Carr explains in his article, Property Tax Discrimination and the Question of Fair Taxation, the pillaging of the poor through subtle and not so subtle forms of taxation in times of fiscal crisis is nothing new, nor an unforeseen consequence of the failure of supply side economics to generate high tax revenue through economic growth. Instead, one can say it has been throughout the 20th century a driving force in the production of inequality, in particular racial inequality. And one of the more revealing indicators of the high cost of being Black in America. Wow, right? So I hope that clears up some stuff. So when y'all hear us say certain things, you will understand that it's not coming out of no vain position to you if you're involved in real estate, if you're a real estate agent or broker. But when you're a freedom fighter and when you're a revolutionary and when you're trying to free our people economically, we got to know the difference. Yeah, it's cool to help somebody get in a home if they can manage to pay it off, right? But don't think we are closing any wealth gap because somebody gets a deed that they still had to pay property taxes on. That is a liability that because the expense of it, right? The cost of it, the annual cost of it. And if you don't pay your property taxes, they will come and get the home. They will show you quickly that it's not showing. Like that sister Sheila Bowling, if she don't pay her property taxes, she's been in that home for 30 years, they will come take it. Yeah, man, America is a beast. And they set this game up. They set this system up, family. So for us not to win, and they set it up for us to be tricked by the system, and when we can't even see the trick, right? So these are just one of the main reasons that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam is so hated. Because the minister been teaching us, pulling off, not only has he been teaching us the knowledge of ourselves, but he's been uncovering this scam since 1955, specifically by himself since 1977. He's been telling us all the ways to get out of this scam. But we have to hear it and then move out on the instructions, the guidance that come from him, right? He have been telling us since the late 70s. The dollar is paper. The dollar is going to fall. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote that in the fall of America, that the dollar was the #1 fall to this enemy world. And the minister has, throughout the years from that, expounded on that, made it more plainer because he had dwelled into it, went deeper into the fall of the dollar, the collapse of the dollar, the power and the value of having physical gold. So this is an open book test, right? The minister have been telling us about the power of networking. Networking, what we run from for whatever reason. We run from that, right? So but if somebody offer you a network marketing opportunity, affiliate marketing opportunity, you will condemn that, challenge that. Somebody offer you gold, you challenge the gold, but you don't challenge the Federal Reserve. You don't challenge the dollar. Just like you don't know nothing about gold, you don't know nothing about the dollar. You got plenty of merchants around the world, plenty of rulers around the world that accept gold right now. Matter of fact, they want gold before they want the dollar. The rulers, right? But since you just can't walk in Walmart and spend gold, this is a trick. Since you just can't walk in Walmart and spend gold in Publix and spend physical gold, you don't see it as money. You don't see it as being valuable. The dollar is just currency. It's the currency. It's the #1 reserve currency on the planet. But it has an end. It should have failed completely in 2008. But they started quantitative easing. Now they have back in quantitative easing right now. That's why the stock market, when job loss is down, how is the stock market up? See, we don't question these things. We don't think about this. You mean all these folks in this pandemic, about 40 million people have lost jobs, but the stock market hitting highs? How? How does that make sense? How are these big corporations still thriving in the midst of this crisis? How is Jeff Bezos, how is Mark Zuckerberg getting richer in the midst of the crisis? Billions of dollars. The Fed pumping trillions of dollars into the economy, But it looked like majority of it going into the big business owner's pocket. It ain't coming in your pocket. And what do? They go and buy up hard assets. What is the Federal? Now the Federal Reserve got something going on called they are buying mortgage-backed securities. So if they're buying mortgage-backed securities, when we paying these property taxes, who are we paying? Are we paying the government? Or are we paying the Federal Reserve? When you got a mortgage, who are you paying? You're not in debt to the realtor. You in debt to the bank that gave you the loan, that financed it and let you mortgage the home, right? So who own the property? Who own the banks? So as we get deeper into the science of business, this is just one of the reasons you never heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told us that real estate was going to free us financially. Never said that. Never said that. We mistaken it with territorial land, right? That will make us an independent nation where we can produce and manufacture and don't get taxed on the stuff that we are manufacturing. Yes, I can put a garden out there on my property in my backyard on my front lawn, but I still got to pay property taxes to the enemy, right? And then if you in certain areas, they got a restriction on what you can do on your property. Y'all ain't know that? Go in YouTube and Google some luxury homes. Talk to these realtors that do luxury homes, $1 million homes, and tell them to email you some information about these homes. They got a whole list of stuff that you can and can't do on the property. Hey, listen, man, we just telling you. So I don't own nothing if I can't do what I want to do on it, ain't mine. So you know what? I might as well just rent. I might as well just rent till the time comes and I can buy something outright. But if I ain't buying nothing outright, I might as well just rent it, right? And especially when you're trying to get financial freedom, you're trying to get wealthy, you better off rent. Well, I ain't gonna get no equity. Well, the equity that you get when you mortgaging a home is only the money that you put into it. They just let you get a lump sum of that back to do something with it. But what are you gonna do with it? If you're not gonna go start a business, go acquire assets with it, then it's money just wasted, gone down the drain, right? So this just the science of business, man. I'm sorry, it's just the science of business. I know it's not that hype type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not that. Y'all might want to hear us talk about Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Not doing that on Foreign Money, right? Not doing that on Foreign Money, right? Not getting into that. You feel what I'm saying? But what we're going to do, we're going to keep fighting against this enemy with correct data, with black and white document to wake you up. See, the fight is up here. We got to wake you up and teach you the science of money. So you can get an understanding that if you're going to get wealthy in the 21st century, 2 things you're going to have to do. Well, 3 things. There's 3 things that you need to take a look at if you want to get financially free in the 21st century. Number 1, start a network marketing business. That's number 1. Because for the tax breaks alone, and then you build leverage, right? That's number 1. Number 2, move as much currency that you can spare into physical gold, into gold, and look out for the new payment system. Because this Federal Reserve SWIFT payment system, this going down fast. Pay attention to the signs. It's going down fast, right? Get you some physical gold, number 2. Number 3, you're going to have to do something online. Whatever you get involved, you got to do something online. If you got products for sale, you got to have some type of website connected to your product. You got to have a website connected to it where a person can just go to your site and just buy it, right? Yeah. You got to do that. That got to happen, right? And lastly, this is if you want to get financial freedom in the 21st century. Long term, get gold, network marketing. Start a network marketing business, right? Get involved in a system that's already have affiliate marketing or network marketing structure attached to it. Number one. That's number one. And get gold. Number two, you need to do whatever you're doing and whatever you're selling, you need to have it online. You need to have it online, right? Why? Because when it's online, it can reach more people. So you need to have it online, right? Number three, you need to be taking a look at some cryptocurrency projects. Lastly, but not least, you need to look at some cryptocurrency projects. Whatever you don't know about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, you need to be studying that. Whatever you don't know about gold, you need to be studying that. Network marketing, affiliate marketing, you need to be studying that. That's where your financial literacy lies, right? You can make all of that from these phones. Turn your devices into cash cows. Right here. Everything is online, everything is digital. So, two factors. Now, what we offer you in forward money, we offer you the ability to do what? Get involved in a network marketing system that has this structure. It's really affiliate marketing. And a lot of us don't know about affiliate. What is affiliate marketing? Let's just talk about that. Affiliate marketing is, family, when you can get in a system or company brand, right? And they allow you and they pay you to market their product. So when you will have links, when anybody come to your link and get this product through your link, the company pays you. But you get paid from doing what? Word of mouth. Spreading the information that they can get this product here. But they get it from you rather than going into the site or going anywhere else and get it. That's affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing programs are network marketing systems, right? With this structure, they don't pay for advertisements. They don't pay the big corporations to advertise their product. They pay the affiliates to advertise their product. The bigger the organization you got, the more money you make. But everybody come in as a team member has the potential to make money and go free. See, it's about being free. Has the potential to make money and be free, right? Cryptocurrency, you want to look at cryptocurrency projects to do what? If you can get in one in its infant stage, you can get some crypto coins for a little nothing, sit them on a blockchain and just watch them grow. But you got to do the real research on what crypto project you're getting into. Now we have a crypto project, right, that we've been dealing with for 2 years now, a little over 2 years, right? Since 2018, we've been in the project in the cryptocurrency sphere. Now we're doing something that the world has never did, right? What we're doing, let me get my gold out. What we're doing is not only are we producing gold that the world has never seen, embedding gold in something that looked like notes, right? So I got a $1 bill here, but I got 2/10 grams of gold. So these 2/10 grams of gold is about, spot price value is about $14. Just 2/10. But this is going up. When I got it, it was probably about $10. This is not going up. Now, to get this, you need this. Now, why you can. Gold is money, but it takes currency to get it. You hear me? Gold is money, but it takes currency to get it. Now, what we're doing inside of Karatbars International with gold and cryptocurrency, let me get into that real quick. Right? Now, when I say gold is money, how do we understand that? Because you'll say, well, brother, people don't accept this. Well, you do got people accept it. And if you know any business owner, whether they got an online business or physical mortar and brick business, they can accept this as a medium of exchange. And it would be wise for them to do it. Why? Because the dollar's going and now they're accepting something that's going up in value. Right? So this will safeguard, and they can earn an additional revenue stream by accepting this, right? But let's break this down. I'm probably going to do a whole nother live stream breaking this down, but I'm going to make this simple real quick so I can get off of here. Gold is money, but physical gold has never been the number one world's reserve currency that everybody uses, right? Well, the dollar was bagged by gold. See, that's the thing. The dollar was bagged by gold. So that meaning that you had a dollar that said, so now it say a Federal Reserve note. Before 1913, before 1933 rather, that's when when they took it off the gold standard, really 1933. Richard Nixon finalized it in 73. So, 71, excuse me. Before 1933 and on a little bit after that, the dollar used to say a gold certificate and a silver certificate. It didn't say Federal Reserve note, right? The Federal Reserve notes didn't come out till 1971, right? So, but it was still the paper, just like I'm holding here. It just had a different writing on it where you could take it to a bank and say, give me my $20 in silver. Give me my $50, $100 in gold, right? But the citizens wasn't walking around with the physical gold in their pocket. Y'all got to understand this. So when the wise man told us, the most humble Muhammad, that gold was going to be the new medium of exchange, why did he use the term new if gold had been the medium of exchange before? Physical gold, the actual gold product, was not the medium of exchange. Why? Because it was never put in spendable form. Y'all catching this? So what Carabao International has did, started in 2011, what Carabao International has finally broke gold down in its lowest denominations. Now it can be money, are utilized as a reserve currency rather. It always been money, but now it can be a currency globally. Why? Because it's physical and it's digital, right? So since blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is here to stay, I hope y'all got that. Like I said, I would do another whole stream just about that topic right there to make it more plainer. But just remember, when the dollar was bagged by gold on the gold standard, the citizen still wasn't walking in stores spending the physical gold product. They were spending paper that represented gold. Big difference, right? That's what they was doing. Now, through Carabao International, now we have the actual gold product in our hand. And we got it in many, many forms. That's why it look like this. This look like a credit card or something, right? This is what that look like, right? This look like that. Y'all understand? This look like that. This look like banknotes, right? My green room messing up. I'm gonna have to jump off for some reason, right? So family, this is what this is. But however, we got it all the way down to 1/10 of a gram where you can exchange as little as $7 for it, right? Now let me go ahead and end this stream. All right. Every time you get one of these, this 1/10 of a gram of gold, we got a new crypto coin that's a stable coin that's called V999. Every time you get one of these, you can put it on the blockchain. And once you put it on the blockchain and you sell it into the market, so you can turn this into crypto, V9999. Put it on the blockchain, put it in the market. So you're going to sell the coin. You're going to sell it for another crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever. Every time the coin that you put out into the market, every time it moves, you get paid a 0.02% every time for life. Not just for life, you can leave this to your children past your life, right? So let me say that again. You sign up, you get your Karatbars account, you start acquiring these. You got 90 days to do so. You start acquiring these. You move it to V999. You convert it into that, into the crypto. You sell it. So you ain't lost nothing because you sell it and get some crypto where you can go back and get more gold or whatever you want to do with the Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? You can do with that whatever you want to do with it. Every time it moves for life, from the buyer and the seller, you get a 0.02%. That's a major, major, major opportunity. That's residual income for the rest of your life as long as this system is running, right? And we're starting off with a ton of gold. That's 1,000 kilograms, right, of gold. So you get 1 gram. That's 10 of the coins. That's 1 gram. It's about $70. Just 1 gram. You can get 10 of those coins that's going to continue to pay you every time the coin moves. So what I'm saying, imagine getting paid every time somebody swiped the MasterCard. Every time somebody swiped the MasterCard, you get paid a percentage of the fee, transaction fee of the transaction. You get paid. Every time somebody swiped the MasterCard, you can't even think about that. But somebody getting paid like that, though. The owners and founders of MasterCard, they getting paid like that. Right? Imagine getting paid every time somebody was to spend $1. See, well, we're setting up the medium of exchange. So you put this gold on the blockchain as crypto, put it in the market. Now you get paid from the new medium of exchange. Now you're getting paid, right? How many times it moves? As long as it's moving. Now, if somebody get your coins and hold it, then they holding them. But they ain't going to hold them. How long are they going to hold them? They're eventually going to sell them, right? But the more coins you got into the market, the more you got coming back. But there's no lose. It's a win-win situation. Why? Because remember, you take $7, you get the gold, you get cash gold. You move it to V999. You sell your V999 for another crypto, Bitcoin or Ethereum, where you really just trade them. You take the crypto, you can go right back to Karatbars and buy the gold back. There's no loss. It's a win-win situation. So with that being said, family, for more information about that, go to Forward Money YouTube channel and watch our last 2, the Future Money shows. The last 2 ones. Go watch the last 2 shows that we did, that we do every Saturday. And this Saturday, we're going back into this again, right? But I just wanted to break that out and wanted to let y'all know. And if you want to register for that, you have to be a Karatbars affiliate to benefit from it. You need a Karatbars account because you got to come in and get the cash gold. The cash gold is the new stable coin, right? So you got to get it now. You got to move fast, and you got to get as many as you would like, right? So this is the opportunity that we're providing right now, and you got 90 days to do so. So get back with the person that ever talked to you about Karatbars. If it was us, if you want more information, if you're hearing it first from me, from our platform right now, then go to our website, forwardmoney.com, request for more information, and then we will be in contact with you soon. With that being said, family, we'll see y'all tonight. Separation and Independence broadcast at 10 Eastern. See y'all tonight. We out of here. Out.